You know what blows my mind? The human being might be the most complex operating system ever created. We're literally running on three different dimensions simultaneously: spirit, soul, and body.
That's fascinating you bring that up. I was just reading Bishop Siloa's teachings, this threefold nature of humans, and she makes this compelling point about how not understanding our complete design is like trying to drive a high-performance vehicle without knowing what half the controls do.
Well, let me tell you what really caught my attention in her teaching: this idea that our spirit is like a divine antenna, specifically designed to connect with God. But here's the thing: just like any sophisticated equipment, it needs proper maintenance and alignment.
That's such an interesting analogy. And you know what's particularly striking about her teaching? The way she describes spiritual numbness as this silent disconnection that many people might not even realize they're experiencing.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really fascinating. She talks about how this spiritual disconnection can actually manifest in physical and emotional symptoms. It's like when your Wi Fi router is malfunctioning, everything connected to it starts acting up.
That makes me wonder, how does this understanding of our threefold nature affect how we handle modern challenges like stress and anxiety?
Well, let me break this down because it's crucial. According to Siloa's framework, when we're dealing with stress, we need to address it at all three levels. Think about it. Your spirit might need more prayer and divine connection. Your soul might need to examine thought patterns and emotional responses. And your body might need proper rest and nutrition. It's like running a complete diagnostic on a complex system.
That's really comprehensive, and it seems to challenge the way modern medicine often treats these issues in isolation.
Exactly right. And here's something else that's fascinating about her teaching. She emphasizes how these three dimensions must work in harmony, with the spirit leading, the soul following, and the body obeying. But maintaining this hierarchy in our chaotic modern world, that's where the real challenge lies.
The way you put that really brings it home. And I'm particularly intrigued by how she connects fasting to this whole concept, not just as a spiritual practice, but as a way to bring the body into submission to the spirit.
You know what's really interesting about that? When we look at traditional healing practices across different cultures, many of them actually recognize this multidimensional nature of human beings. It's like this ancient wisdom that we're only now beginning to rediscover through modern science.
That's fascinating. How do you see this playing out in practical terms for people trying to live more integrated lives?
Well, based on Siloa's teaching, it starts with daily practices that address all three dimensions. For instance, beginning your day with spiritual connection through prayer, followed by conscious thought management for your soul, and then proper physical care for your body. But here's the key: these aren't separate activities, they're all interconnected parts of one holistic practice.
That makes so much sense. And it seems to explain why some people might feel stuck despite working hard on one aspect of their well-being.
Exactly. And here's something else to consider: this understanding completely transforms how we approach relationships. When we recognize that others are also complex, three dimensional beings, it changes how we handle conflicts and misunderstandings. It's like having a more complete map of human nature.
That's really profound. It's almost like we're getting an operator's manual for being human.
And you know what's particularly relevant about this in today's world? We're seeing a huge surge in interest in holistic wellness, but often from a purely secular perspective. Seloa's teaching provides this comprehensive framework that includes the spiritual dimension that's often missing from modern wellness approaches.
That's such an important point. It really bridges the gap between ancient wisdom and modern understanding.
Let me share one final thought about this. What makes this teaching so powerful is that it's not just theoretical knowledge, it's practical wisdom for living as complete, integrated beings in our complex modern world. When we understand and honor all three dimensions of our nature, we're better equipped to fulfill our purpose and live more meaningful lives.
That really brings everything full circle. It's about becoming whole, integrated people who can function at their full potential.
Exactly, and perhaps that, as the most important takeaway, Understanding our threefold nature isn't just about personal wellness, it's about becoming who we were designed to be. It's about living with purpose and intention in all dimensions of our being.